and impressive recent growth, but are also strategically positioned to excel in the GCC. In the next 60 minutes, we hear from some of the brightest minds with strong potential in the region, all competing for a share of $100,000 in prizes. A total of $100,000 will be awarded to the 3 top solutions, based on the judging criteria, of course. These prizes go beyond financial backing, offering essential resources to help our winning startups scale their innovative solutions in the real world. And I will be mentioning what each place will be winning. So the first place winner will receive a prize package valued at $60,000, which includes $30,000 in cash, a full DMCC company setup package, including registration, licensing, and a co-working desk, and an exclusive 3-month AGCC acceleration program offering hands-on mentorship, strategic business meetings, and introductions to key investors. So that would be for our first place winner. The second place winner will receive a package valued at $25,000, which includes $15,000 in cash and the DMCC company setup package. And finally, the third place winner will take home a $15,000 prize, which includes $5,000 in cash and the same comprehensive DMCC company package.
You know where to go. My question is the retention over time, because usually when it's your first kid, I mean, you would need this kind of a platform, but after a couple of months, not so much, and for your second kid, probably not, unless it's a very different model from the first one. But so yeah, so what's your view on retention over time for parents?
Yes, so the product currently is set with features for 0 to 2. But what this helps is things like developmental milestones, vaccinations, the child's memories and photos and images. So the app is really becoming more of a super app that has all the
Hey everyone, my name is Antosh. I'm a co-founder of Smart AI, and today we are revolutionizing software development. I'm going to keep it very brief. Software development is broken. We know AI is good, but even with AI, things are still stuck. Because even with AI, we're still stuck. Sure, it's gotten way easier to build your basic applications and simple websites, but when it comes to building the big complex platforms like Kareem or Talaba, we're still stuck in the past. You see, custom software development is a huge market that's still built on manual labor, a concept that's more than 2.5 million years old. And would you imagine a $29 billion market built on this? How about a $147 billion market? Because that's where we're scheduled to reach by 2030. You see, custom development is expensive. Applications get big, and you need a lot of time and a lot of resources to keep on building. And these talented resources are getting harder and harder to find every single day. And even though low-code solutions have been around for a while, they still lack the flexibility of traditional development. And most importantly, if you ever build a solution there, you basically get married to these platforms for life. They own your application, and the only thing they would let you own is your data, which you would typically export as Excel sheets. Doesn't sound like a fair exchange. But what if we could fix this? What if we instead could create supercharged software development? Development that saves time and money, where anyone can build like a pro, powered by an engine that scales fast, with no strings attached. What if that same engine could turn a regular developer into a super developer? Meet Smarter, our engine that helps developers build entire applications faster, better, a fraction of the cost. No audio, guys, come on. Basically, what we're doing now is we're using a demo that our application to split it logically into services. And we will ask him now to create the services that will be popping up here. Done. And right now, after Vivo has allocated the services and allocated the tables, all we need to do is just update our application and we would have our entire source code available and updated for us. This typically takes a developer more than 3 weeks to set up. Not bad for 3 minutes. Now, you're probably saying, it looks cool, but does it really work? Dubai corporate games, 4,000 users, reached number 7 on the App Store. A typical timeline would have taken 4 developers 2 to 3 months to complete. We built the entire platform with 2 developers in 5 weeks. How about the Smart City as a Service platform, with more than 200 data points for buildings and an entire city in Canada? A typical timeline would have taken 8 developers 8 to 10 months to complete. We went to market with 4 developers and 4 months. And that was a monster of a project. You see, Smarter has been our secret weapon for the past 3 years. It's helped us deliver more than 20 projects for 12 clients in 5 countries, making $1 million in the process, and hiring only junior developers and fresh graduates. And by the way, Smarter is built on Smarter. You see, we know very well what it means to properly impact the market, specifically for fresh graduates. And with this young talent, and with UAE having more than 7,000 fresh graduates every single year in technology, engineering, and math, we are determined to empower this local talent using Smarter and Smarter Academy, driving innovation in our MENA region and providing sustainable growth for software-enabled businesses, all by making professional software development accessible to everyone through our proprietary AI engine, Smarter. Now you might be thinking, why would a bunch of kids be so delusional to think they could disrupt an entire industry and turn it on its head? Sheikh Muhammad answered this question best. Why not? Thank you very much. Technical difficulty, but it's fine.
Thank you, Smart PR. Next up, we have Sierra Base, focused on intelligent
1906, first vacuum cleaner commercialized in England. 1996, first robot vacuum cleaners commercialized in USA. What's different? Yeah, correct. Mapping. Finally, almost a century later, human find think the machine need a map too smart. Do you think drone is smart? I don't think so. We did. We make drone smart. We have 3 skills: mapping and safe autonomous flight and use AI detect. Each technology not really unique, but there is no one who combines perfectly. That's the key. Yeah. Each technology, these technology divided, not 3 divided solutions, just one. We called it serious. Yeah, just one. This is mapping video. The important thing, we have to figure out the shape: circle, flat, curve, or square. That's very important to inspect. Also, we rotate LiDAR. You know, LiDAR turn left to right to laser. But we also up and down. It means we cover the 360 degrees. That's why we so fast mapping. We can reduce the inspecting time because we have a map. We also detect 0.1 millimeter crack because we have detailed 3D map. This is comparison. We barely say to Korean government, yeah, we can do it. We also almost simultaneously reporting the problem. You can see where is the problem and what kind of problem. Also, thickness, length, we can figure out. We have many experience support Korean government. Also, we did in building infrastructures to ensure we can do it. One more thing. We did almost. You don't have to buy new drones. We linked commercialized drones. It means you don't need controller. You control in your home office, on the online. Who do you want to do this job? Can you imagine your friend, your family doing like a risky job? No way. The problem is that you're getting serious. Problem is getting serious. We have to find new method. We will make world safer. Shukram Lata.
Fair Grace. Now we have Connect Earth, providing AI-driven carbon measurements to estimate carbon footprint. Please welcome Connect Earth to the stage.
All right. Hi everyone, I'm Alex. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Connect Earth. We're a climate AI company based in the UK, currently expanding into Dubai off the back of signing one of the largest banks here in the region. And we're looking to open up an opco actually in the region. This program actually helps us a lot potentially. Now, at Connect Earth, we believe that the future of carbon measurement is embedded. We believe that there's a future where small companies and consumers don't have to pay thousands of dollars to get access to carbon footprint measurement. And already this is happening. You have companies like SAP, Oracle, Stripe, and so on and so forth, offering their customers carbon accounting as a service, as a simple add-on to what they already have. They see a huge value proposition. And I'll speak a bit more about why they do it in a second. But that market size is worth $30 billion. And we see a huge potential there, because all these companies do it themselves. They hire developers, spend millions of dollars to actually build these models out, because it's really, really hard, and you have to comply with regulations and with different data standards and maintain these models. Now, we solve that by fundamentally offering the platform for that. We've built a platform called Climate Expert One. It's an infrastructure, an AI and API first way to automate carbon emission measurements from end to end. And we sell this mostly to financial institutions and companies in the financial sector. We wrap this into a simple API, but first we take a user input. So for example, we would sell to an accounting software. The accounting software would offer their customers carbon accounting as a service. We take all the accounting data, we take all the data which we plug in through open banking, all the data from ERP systems, and build one harmonized schema. Because the biggest issue in carbon accounting is that a lot of data gets lost because the data itself is wrongfully categorized. And we then link it to carbon emissions estimates. And we wrap it into a simple API, which anybody can embed, which is about an 8.6x ROI compared to building it yourselves. Now, how does the actual AI work? Obviously, it's an AI talk. Well, we actually fine-tune a model that's a BERT model, distal BERT model, to be good at one thing, emissions categorization. Now, for those who don't know, a BERT model is great if you have different types of data. If you have different types of categorizations, you want to harmonize into one simple category. And so what we do is we fine-tune, so we adjust the model into our own model, which is perfect at one thing, emissions categorization. And through that, we can A, categorize in one category, different categorizations from accounting software, bank statements, ERP systems, etc. And B, we can actually categorize data which hasn't been categorized before. A lot of categorization, as you can tell. Now, the main use case here is that we sell to banks. So this is our first use case, where we have over $1 million in revenue. We just signed one of the biggest banks in the country. We work with SAP. We work with the biggest B2B neobank in the UK. We have 5 million users and billions of transactions flowing through our models on a weekly basis. Now, the reason they offer this is to fundamentally support their customers in regulatory aspects, especially here in the UAE. We now have the ADGM bringing out a new framework which forces banks to measure the emissions of their customers in their portfolios. Just a very good example of just one of many incentives they have. As a result of that, even though less than 2% of companies report their emissions in MENA right now, 45% of SMEs identify their bank as a potential support source to decarbonize. On the consumer side, around 68% of the population in MENA is highly concerned about climate change, and 81% of the UAE's population is aware of climate change's negative consequences. We're literally drowning in it, right? As you can see here from last year. Now, we don't just sell to banks, right? We also have partnerships and distribution and innovation partnerships with enterprise companies, one of which is SAP, the biggest company in Germany. Now, SAP is using us to actually build their own version of this banking-facing product. But what's really cool is that we found that we can not just measure emissions more accurately, but we can empower change. So the question is, great, I have my carbon footprints, how do I change it? And so we actually also drive recommendations, future forecasting, to drive KPI-linked goals. For example, we can use that for a bank to offer a green loan, a KPI-linked green loan, and so on and so forth. And so even though you probably can't see everything in here, it just shows that we're actually being resold and distributed through innovation partners at scale. Last slide here. We obviously are starting in banking and fintech, which is our kind of $2 billion market, but it goes beyond that. We already have six-figure revenue in markets we never really targeted. We're about to sign an energy company to measure their emissions. We already signed accounting companies and ERP systems, and we haven't even touched these industries yet. Thank you for listening.
Next up, we have Kala AI, specializing in city analytics through geospatial data, creating a distributed AI ecosystem for cities. Please join me in welcoming Kala AI to the stage. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Madi, and I'm excited to introduce you Kala AI. We are on the mission to make cities sustainable and resilient, pioneering urban AI. Humanity's present is and future is urban. Cities keep growing. United Nations is alarming that by 2030 we will not meet most or all SDG 11 targets without major shifts in urban policy. A midpoint assessment indicates the world is far from achieving the plan. Modernizing urban planning and analytical capacities will play key roles. However, the problem with scattered city data is still a challenge for many cities. So we decided to help solve this problem. Let me show you using a demo we made with Abu Dhabi Municipality for guidance. Meet our Resilient City platform, a geospatial tool for analyzing city resilience. It evaluates city quality in each area using a variety of metrics combined in one analytical framework. Progress towards the SDGs is tied to the ability of governments to localize the goals. So the metrics we've embedded allows city to measure the progress, locate it, and review action plan. Let's dive into urban heat island problem. It occurs when urban areas experience higher temperature than its surroundings, worsening climate resilience, impacting public health, and straining energy resources. The most affected area is the most populated industrial district of Abu Dhabi, Musafa. Studying geospatial data, how metrics are interrelated helps prioritize areas for targeted mitigation. So, what we give is a tool to consolidate data from various sources into one framework for urban planning and strategic governance. We offer data, decision, and methodology built in one platform as a service for city governments. Having made this data consolidation tool, now we are developing an AI integration for navigating and interpreting complex city data. Our goal is to enable secure, supervised data processing in a closed environment while connecting to open data and global knowledge. By doing so, we aim to optimize the way city managers work with data, potentially changing governmental consultancy. Next step will be spatial predictive analytics to enable urban planners, for example, to analyze where and how population increase will impact city infrastructure and how to address the gaps. Our long-term vision is an AI ecosystem for cities, a decentralized, trusted AI infrastructure and unique combined data pool in order to achieve more analytical capacities than a single city could alone. Our scalable and multidimensional data framework and comprehensive approach distinguishes us from our specialized competitors in urban tech, while indirect competitors in consulting can collaborate with us to offer more. To diversify our revenue and mitigate risk, we commercialize B2G and B2B models, allowing us to extract more data and revenue from each city. In B2B, we want to create an end-to-end geointelligence ecosystem for small and medium businesses based on commercial and real estate marketplace. Our monetization model is diverse. It includes subscriptions, transaction fees, and cost per leads. We have launched our products in Tunisia and Almaty city in Kazakhstan. Last year, we helped Almaty win top 3 globally at Seoul Smart City Prize. Now we aim to scale globally. Our market is 1,800 small and medium cities, and it's growing, while we need only 7% of it to achieve our commercial and AI goals. To achieve all of this, we assembled a unique fusion of experience in urban consulting, geoinformational systems, and big data analytics. Our financial model projects 200 million in annual revenue potential, which means a possibility to become a next AI unicorn. Now we are raising a pre-seed investment. To conclude, our solution can impact at global scale. This is why we at Hala AI are committed to help the world achieve sustainable cities by modernizing city governance and pioneering urban AI. Thank you very much.
All right, so next up and lastly, we have Visual Camp. And please help me welcome Visual Camp to the stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Yun Chan-seok. I'm CEO of Visual Camp. We are facing a global crisis of literacy. There was an unprecedented decline in global literacy. Low literacy cost the United States up to $2.2 trillion annually, including medical health care service sector of over $200 billion. And there will be a global shortage of 44 million teachers until 2030. It is very hard to improve literacy because lack of ineffective diagnosis tool, and it is difficult to find out students' levels, and each student has their own different level of literacy. And our solution is called Visual Camp Lead. It's an all-in-one literacy courseware by utilizing AI and eye tracking. We have 3 steps. First, diagnosis. Second, training. And third, management. In diagnosis system, we have computer objective tests for find out the exact level of the student. And then training system, we can deliver the personalized content to the student. Each content includes personalized context, personalized word keys, personalized reading comprehension test, and then management tool. It will reduce the teacher's workload to enhance the reading skills for the students. And our technical, we have cutting edge technology. We support multi-OS, multi-devices, and we support smartphone, tablet, PC without using extra hardware. And our accuracy is 1.55 degrees. It's far better than, it's almost similar to the hardware eye tracker technology. And our technology is far better than Apple's. And this is our visualization of the gauge data. Which one do you better? Do you think? Which one is better? Yeah, in this case, student A is better because you know the gauge data such as regression ratio, gauge fixation, leading speed, and gauge span. Also, we find out the understanding level and world level altogether. And we have already improved our efficiency. After using our software for 3 months, the average student increased their level 50%. And we improved our product. We launched 2 years ago, B2C version for adults. We call it LEAD. We had a good conversion rate and good 30-day retention rate and good review. And this year, we launched our K-12 teachers for school. And we already sold to 160 schools, and right now 6,000 schools students are using now. And but this model is monthly and yearly subscription. Our global scale-up strategy, based on testbed in Korea, we will expand our language into English, Arabic, or Spanish, and then more for B2C, and territory expansion for B2G. And our company, we had last year $1.3 million revenue, and we have issued many patents in Korea 20, in United States 7, and we had global awards such as CES, MWC, and Chitex 2 years ago. And even we have presidential awards in Korea. And we had 24 people and 17 engineers, and 4 come from Seoul National University. That university is best university in Korea. And our co-founders have having a good going IPO experience already. And please remember, I don't lie. Thank you.
Okay, I think we can start. Thank you very much, first of all, for the amazing pitch today. I'll start with a question for Martin.
Yes.
So, I think when you're looking at your value propositions and so on, you distinguish yourself in regards of your target is not the same target of no-code developer, right? It's actually developers themselves, right? It's facilitating and speeding up the development cycle for actual developers. So, because you still need a knowledge in regards of how to look into database, and how to manage backend and front end and all this kind of thing. So, I'm interested to understand how did you create your algorithm? Okay, how did you fine tune your algorithm? How are we making sure that the output of what you create is actually done in best practice and not biased based on the bad code that developers before have done, right?
Exactly. Thanks so much for your question. So basically, Smarter started out of a need. We wanted a way to hire developers that weren't very expensive because we couldn't afford anything. We were a bootstrap company. So we wanted a way to make sure we were creating quality code every single time. We started tinkering away with a little bit of automations in terms of building a little bit of code here, a little bit of code there. And then quickly we started to create an entire model that builds full application. So how would we confirm that we are actually building something that works? By actually trying it and testing it against it. Everything created by Smarter has passed industry standard SAS scans and platform-wide DAS scans. Our project with TELUS, it's the biggest telco in Canada, the Smart City platform, they passed every single SAS scan first round. We tried it and tested it on 20 projects with 12 clients in 5 countries, and every single one of these projects was built by us, powered by Smarter. Just one more thing, you don't need to be a full-fledged hardcore developer to use Smarter, because that's how we started basically. It helps you build this knowledge, and it helps you become this professional while basically eliminating this high barrier of entry that used to be there.
Thank you.
So what's the way Connect Health can build a sustainable competitive advantage? There is any learning in your model that can make you ahead of the curve?
Really, really good question. Before I start, I want to say real quick that actually we're going to use Smarter's product, just so you guys know. So we've seen it firsthand. Second of all, on your question, so when it comes to the actual differentiation, we are not a carbon accounting company. So we don't provide a SaaS platform that goes to a company and says measure your footprint. The big thing we're seeing is that carbon accounting firms tend to be lower priced consultants. They do a lot of manual work. It's very unscalable. They get a cap in revenue at some point. But by being the infrastructure, we fundamentally power a range of solutions. We even have a lot of carbon accounting firms now coming to us because we can automate the supply chain emission calculation using our products. And so the thing that we've seen is that there's only one really big competitor called Climatic, CLIMATIQ, and they do what we do, and they're going a bit of a different route, going horizontal first.
But the evaluation has been done on top of these criteria. First of all, execution, right, of the pitch, the novelty of the idea, or somehow the applicability also to the market. We want to be sure that there is like a good fit, with the market that we have in here, and then the product, and the product roadmap, the evolutions of the product that we see in there. And lastly, and most importantly, the sustainability and the impact of the solution across different domains. So I'll start from the third place. So it's our pleasure to assign the third place to Sierra Base. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations to Connect Health. Finally, for the first place, this company surprised us quite a bit, and we see that there is like a huge impact that can be leveraged for the overall regions. Kala.
Congratulations to all the winners and finalists. And now if everyone can come back on the stage to take a group picture.